family. Ray's Boom Boom Room. He brought them into his reality by saying it already exists. They told Ray, man, I can't wait till you get that Boom Boom Room up and going. That's going to be a nice outfit. That's going to be a nice place. I can't wait till you get that place up and going. And what did Ray say? Ray said, man, you should have been there last night. Oh, Satchmo was there. We had that place jumping. Ray's in prison, y'all, with the inmates he's talking to. But Ray's tapping into his mind. Oh, you should have been there. What that you talking about? Satchmo, who that? You talking about Louis Armstrong? Listen, when he come by my place, I call him Satchmo. He always tear the place down. Yeah, he start telling everybody else where they were in his vision. Didn't he? Oh, you're going to be over here doing this? Go, Miles. You know you're going to be on the door. We got a place for you, right? You know this. Hey, you got gambling? It wouldn't be no place without poker. And you can see them imagining themselves inside of his vision. The Boom Boom Room. Ray's Boom Boom Room. Everything, man, is right here to teach us a lesson, family. Beautiful, isn't it? And what happened when he was telling you about that Boom Boom Room? Here come Hoppin' Bob. Hoppin' Bob coming in to stop you. Or Cloud. The cloud that blocks the rays, right? Ray has a vision. Ray has a dream. Ray has a dream of a Boom Boom Room. But here's Cloud, a.k.a. Cloud, here to cloud your light. Cloud look pure. Cloud don't belong in prison. He's innocent. But Cloud is hurt. Cloud is traumatized and he's angry at Ray. He feels that Ray's responsible for where he is right now. And he's told he's got life in prison. So Cloud is just throwing all types of shade on Ray. Shade. Get that? Shade. Hey, can you shut up, man? Don't nobody want to hear about that shit. Did you hear how he just jumped to conclusions? Don't nobody want to hear. Speak for yourself, Cloud. Speak for yourself, because guess what? Everybody else told Cloud to shut up. We want to hear about this. We want to hear about it. Damn. Cloud can't stop the rays. You're going to have to lay there and hush, man.
Whoa.
Hang in there, family. Self-realize the Boom Boom Room already exists, family. The Boom Boom Room already exists. And the people around you can already go to it. That's how you got to see that shit. That's what's going to help you manifest. Because that's what's going to help all the other people around you help you to manifest it. It's got to be real. It's got to be real, family. The tongue is powerful. The mind is powerful. That's where it starts, family. Yeah. Y'all go watch Life. And look, the movie called Life, just so you understand it, so you can understand this is life, right? You're supposed to be in a prison, yet Ray, the ray of light, is showing everybody in the room light. Everybody in the room is seeing light now from Ray. And they're in prison, but yet they're able to be free in that moment because they're talking about Ray's Boom Boom Room. And Ray was able to take them there via his words. It was his words that he used to literally, you know how they say Enoch got translated into heaven? He didn't have to die. Like Ray literally translated them into his mind. What's translation mean? To make it understood to someone else. If I'm speaking a language you don't understand, translate means to make it understood to them. Speak their language. You convert it to their language. So in order for me to make you see my vision, I got to include you. Sometimes people hating on your vision because they don't see themselves in it. They see you running off and leaving them. See, ain't that what that tell you? See, when Ray finally included Claude, but he included him as a hating ass person. Yeah, you're going to be serving everybody. You're going to be bringing everybody what they need because you a hater. Because that's what haters do. They bring you the fuel that you need to succeed. That's what they do. Look at Ray. Look at Ray told Claude, we know what you're going to be doing. Clean up on aisle 9. Yeah, we know what you're going to be doing. You're going to get everybody's drinks. You're going to make sure everybody eating, Claude, because you're a cloud. That's what they do. They rain and they make sure everybody eat. Do they not? Yeah, clouds block the sun. They do. They block the sun even when they bright and clear. And at their darkest is when they pour out rain and nutrients to heal you. So even the clouds can't stop you because the clouds are responsible for giving you life.
Right.
Damn. Even the clouds can't stop you because the clouds are responsible for giving you life. The very life it takes from you, it's got to give it back. So that you feel the sun beaming on you, and you can feel the energy leave your body. They say the sun give you energy, but if you out in the sun too long, you feel drained.
Right.
So sometimes it feel like the energy leaving you. Sometimes it's so hot outside, you can see the water like lifting up off the pavement, lifting up off the grass. But it's got to come back down, and when it do, shit gonna grow.
Right.
And here's what happens. When you feel drained, you feel like, damn, somebody taking something from me. But when those same plants feel rain, it's somebody giving something to me. Oh my gosh, when you feel that evaporation coming up out of you, you feel like somebody's taking something from you, but you're gonna need it back again. And just when it's time, that those storm clouds open up and pour you back out what it took from you, doesn't it? Those dark clouds are there to bring you nutrients and give you perspective, family. Now that's deep. That might be the most powerful thing I ever said, family. Only if it's the most powerful thing you ever receive. See, it's up to you. It's up to you what you do with it, family. The cloud can never stop you because the cloud is responsible for freeing you. Y'all ever been, we always think about clouds as being real small, but cloud can be huge. Cloud can be huge. Cloud can take up Ray's mind. Cloud can take up so much space in Ray's mind that he's not able to shine that light. You understand? You think about clouds as being small, but if you ever drove through a cloud, drove under a cloud, that cloud bigger than your whole city, your whole state. That cloud is so large. Right now, we can't see any clouds in the sky. But sometimes all you see is clouds. Sometimes the very sun itself is blotted out due to the clouds. You ever been flying through a cloud? Sometimes it's like, damn, I've been in this cloud for like an hour. How big can clouds be, family? You know how they say don't let them cloud your judgment? Don't let them cloud your judgment. Think about that, family. In that prison cell, when they're sitting there talking about Ray's boom boom room, don't let them cloud your judgment. Don't let them do that.
It's like, what do planes do to get out of the clouds?
Right, you got to keep, and sometimes they just keep pushing.
Keep pushing or rise above.
And why is it important to rise? Watch this. Sometimes it's a mountain in those clouds. Sometimes it's a mountain in those clouds. And if you just keep driving through those clouds and flying through those clouds, you might run smack dead into something that you could have avoided otherwise. So sometimes you got to rise, family. You got to rise above the clouds so you can have perspective. Bam. There you go. There you go. Family, if y'all not sharing this type of wisdom, I don't know what y'all thinking. I can't think of one person who can't use this information today. Last night we talked about reflection and resurrecting. Today we talked about resurrecting in power, knowing that no weapon formed against you can stop you, family. And people are going to try. People are going to try. But you shine on, Ray. You understand me? You shine on, Ray. That's what you do. Your boom boom room exists right now. That's how you look at your next business, your next endeavor. Oh, you should have been by there last night. You know what I mean? Self-realize like that. Imagine what your place looked like. It'd be like, yesterday, my place of business was packed. You ain't even got it yet. But, man, it was packed from front to back. Man, goodness gracious. It seemed like everybody who came in bought something. Nobody left empty-handed. Yeah, you got to tell your vision just like that. Call your friends and say, man, y'all should have been there yesterday. They're going to say, what you talking about? Oh, I'm talking about my business. But you ain't opened it yet. Listen, but you should have been there anyway, man. Man, if you only knew, man, listen. You understand? Family, rise, y'all. Believe in yourself, man. Self-realize and know that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And I'm going to do a breakdown on this movie, man. But it's so much that I didn't even mention yet, y'all. Side note. Remember when Claude had gotten old and he had given up and it was okay for him to be in prison? He just gave up. But then when he saw those pies, he was reminded at that time that he wanted some pies. But he was free during that moment, and he got the smell of freedom. He could smell those pies, and it had nothing to do with those pies, family. It was the freedom. He was reminded of a time that he was also told he couldn't have something. You understand? And that's why he went over there. Notice after that is when him and Ray, they settled their differences, and they made their escape, family. You understand? And they made their escape by dying. Sometimes in order to free your prison, you have to die. Meaning, you can't be who you are and be free. You know how they give you a after you've been in prison for a while, well, before your parole comes up, they interview you, and they want to see if you've learned your lesson, right? If you've been rehabilitated, and if you're still the person that they're imprisoning, you can't go free. I can't set you free if you're still that person.
That's right.
I need to see signs that you're no longer that person. That way we know you won't commit the same crime or same type of crime and end up right back in here. Because listen, there are other people's lives at risk. And if I let you back out of here and you're not a changed person, I'm risking their health, their safety because of you. So tell me, have you changed? Tell me what you've learned from being in here. And I need to hear something clearly that shows me that you're not the same person, because you can't be free being the same person.
That's right.
You cannot. Those cuffs are unbreakable for the version of you that you are.
That's right.
Those cuffs are unbreakable for the version of you that you are. In order for you to break free, you must become someone different. And the shackles will just fall off. You're chained to who you used to be. I heard a brother say, what you anchor to, hold you to that thing. So if you ever feel yourself afloat, the very thing you attach yourself to, it may seem to bring you stability. It may seem to keep you safe, but you can never go anywhere until you let go of the thing you anchored yourself to. See, sometimes you anchor yourself to pride, right? Sometimes you anchor yourself to anger because that's what makes you feel safe. Sometimes that's what makes you feel like can't nobody hurt you. And you anchored yourself to that because that's what helps you get past all of your pain. So you anchored yourself to hate. But remember, you can't move on without the thing that you anchor to. You can never leave the thing that you're anchored to. You can never leave the thing that you're anchored to. You'll only carry it with you. If it's heavier than you, it'll keep you stagnant. If you're stronger than it, it will slow you down. Wow. The name Claude means to limp. To limp. To limp. He was injured. Claude was injured. He had trauma. He had trauma, y'all. He had a limp. He could not move at his full potential because he had trauma. Some of you are limping. Some of you can't move at your full potential because you have trauma. You limp. If I hurt my leg has been traumatized, and that's why I can't put the strength on this leg. And sometimes I can't put the strength on this leg because I feel the pain. But even when I have the strength back, my mind won't let me put the weight on the leg. I won't allow my leg to carry the other half of my burden because I'm afraid of it. And sometimes that's what we do. When we are clouded, when we are cloud, sometimes we're in our trauma, family, and we're limping. We can't move to our full potential because we're traumatized. We got to get that trauma out. And what does that mean? Rehabilitation. Sometimes you got to work that leg. You got to, even when it hurts, you got to straighten it back out and keep working it. Sometimes you need somebody to put a little pressure on it, get a massage, get the blood flowing. Sometimes, man, we avoid the issues in our mind because it hurts too bad to think about it. If you do that with that leg is going to be slower to heal, and it may heal improperly. So you have to get that rehab. Someone has to test that area. Someone has to. So if inside of your mind, either get you a therapist, get you a life coach like myself, or you go inside of your mind and you begin to work and massage on that area that is hurting. You know what I mean? You know how that works, family. You have your shoulder hurt and you reach back here and you start to work on it and you apply pressure to it, don't you? And sometimes you apply so much pressure that pressure itself could be painful. But that pressure causes relief, doesn't it? And that's what you have to do sometimes when you traumatize and you find yourself in a limp. You find yourself in a rut. You got to go work on that area, family. What about this got me so tore up? Right. I don't want to keep avoiding these things because I won't get by it if I keep avoiding it. I gotta focus on it. I gotta get through it. That's the key. I hope this makes sense to y'all, family. I really do. Sometimes, man, we all can be Claude. Sometimes we our own cloud. Claude and Ray are the same people existing in one person. We have a ray of light, and then we have a cloud that shows up to stop it. You want to do something great, then you have a doubt that someone may have put in your head, or even you put in your own head, and that ceases your light. You close off. Well, listen, stop being Claude. You got to be Ray. Right. Look at Malik said, I was cloudy for 2 years. I was Claude for 2 years. Right. Then type 2 diabetes came from the drama and the depression. Now I work on my pain physically, mentally, and daily. Now I'm Ray. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Malik? You fixed your mindset. You changed it from Claude to Ray. Ray would not let anybody keep him from escaping. Ray would not give up. Ray wanted out, family. That's right. Ray would not back down. You know, Ray took a beat down from Goldmine because he wouldn't give him his bread, his cornbread. Ray said, I'm not giving up anything. You're going to have to take it, family. What did Cloud do? Give him your cornbread, man. You can get it. Giving up everything. He wasn't made for that place, man. Cloud was not ready for that place. But Ray was the backbone that kept that thing going in that particular film, family. That's right. Right, Keontae. He talked about mental blockages. Absolutely. I talked about how that Claude means to limp. Yeah, how you hold you back with that trauma. You hold you back with that trauma, family. Claude and Ray is the same person. Yes, Felicia, how badly do you want it? Yes. How good do you want it? Let's start reversing words.
Right.
How good do you want it, family? How good do you want it? Yes. Listen, I love you to life. Let's start reversing these type of words, family.
Right.
Yeah. Are you down for it? No. Are you up for it? Are you
Right.
up for it? I'm up for it. I ain't down for it. I'm up for it. I like that.
That's right.
Yeah. How good do you want it, family? How good do you want it? Sometimes, man, in order to get out of your prison, Ray teaches us that we have to imagine. We have to imagine to escape our prison. Because even while you're in your prison, you get a moment of freedom when you use your beautiful mind, family. Don't let nobody lock you out of your mind. Don't let nobody keep you from dreaming and keep you from imagining and manifesting your reality, family. And please, whatever you do, don't be afraid to say your manifestations out loud. Don't be afraid to say what you're thinking, family. Don't be afraid to manifest it on the other half of your world. One half of your world is in your mind, spiritual. The other half is physical. When you have a spiritual thought, a spiritual invention, don't be afraid to make it physical. That's a lot of our problems. We got a lot of wealth stored up in here. We got a lot of things that we created in here. But we got to get it out, family. And you got to let your light shine. Remember, I told you guys yesterday that God said, let it be light. And then days later made the sun. That's because light already existed in here. If you don't create the sun, light won't be a conduit for others. You will only have light in you. You will only have access to that dream you have until you self-realize it, until you manifest it. And then other people can see that light you're talking about. Light, just a word. I need to see your demonstration of what you saying light is. So first, God said, let it be light. And God doesn't have to explain who light is to anybody. God doesn't have to explain light to even light itself. God doesn't have to say, let it be light. And, hey, light, here's what you're going to be. You're going to be a bunch of electrons that give off, you know, something that to move out the darkness so people can be able to receive. Right. No. I know what I want. I know what I want. I don't have to say, hey, I want to create flight. I don't have to say, well, it's going to be a plane. It's going to have two wings that span out. It's going to have a tail. It's going to be aerodynamic. I have to self-realize that part. I have to make that happen with my manifestations. Trial and error teaches me that that's what it's going to have to be. So when I create light, my light isn't for you to see just yet. It's on me now to manifest that sun to be the conduit for light, and then others can see my light. They can only see your light once you demonstrate what that light looks like. So if you say I have a vision, you can't expect someone to see your vision. Right. They're going to be like Cloud. They're going to be like Claude. You have to begin to bring your vision into fruition. Just like God when he creates the sun. And this is an allegory, family, so you can understand that. Thank you, Queen Cat. Absolutely. Come to Charlotte, family.
Right.
The 23rd. I got the link in the description. Joel, that's what's up. You put your son on the you put you on manifestation. That's your future self. You don't realize the favor you just did for you. Telling little you about something so early in life that you likely haven't been that privy to for that long. You just now did the relay. You passed the baton to your younger version of you, your future self, and now they can learn this at an earlier age and do more with it with the time that they have than you could. Ain't that amazing?
Right.
That's right, Jody. Be the change you want to see. Remember, family, if you want someone else to see your vision, include them in it. Tell them where you see them in it, just like Ray did with Ray's Boom Boom Room. If your vision shows you doing it, you work that vision and don't care what anybody says. But if you see somebody as being a part of your vision, you go up to them and you say, this is where I see you in my vision. Do you see you in my vision? Do you see you? My vision should be like a mirror. I'm going to hold my vision up to you. And if you can't see yourself in it, then it ain't for you. But it doesn't mean I don't have a vision. It just means you don't see yourself in it.